Hi there. My name is Faisal Masood, and I am the Director of Sales and Business Development for TreasuryCube. I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a little bit more of a background of what TreasuryCube represents and what the vision of the founders was when building out TreasuryCube. TreasuryCube is one of the newer players in the treasury management space. And we have a logo which is democratizing treasury management. But essentially, what we represent and what we really have as a vision is that Treasury Cube is built for treasurers, is entirely integrated application which meets the needs of mid to large size corporates. And not only do we do the basics with like other systems do today, like cash visibility with cash positions and cash forecasting and the payments, but we also take care of the more complex treasury management scenarios with risk management, debt and investments, derivatives. We have a very intuitive system that we built. But the whole idea behind this is to build one scalable, highly configurable, easy to implement, and easy to understand system, which will give an alternative to those treasurers and CFOs who are looking for a more cost-effective solution, that are looking for something that will be scalable with the growth of their companies. Now, what's different about us? Let's just talk a little bit about that. TreasuryCube is a solution which is not modular. Everything is highly integrated. You can do everything you need that a mid-sized company would need to do or a large corporate would need to do within one application. What we realized earlier is that the time and material contracts that escalate and add risk to anyone who's implemented a treasury management system in the past are significant pain points. So we de-risked our implementations and ensured that we quote fixed prices, because professional services is not a focus for us. We do not price by module or by user. We give you the entire application, and as you grow, as your needs evolve, we are there to support you within the same solution without adding modules. What's different about TreasuryCube? I mean, why would someone switch from another system? The essence of TreasuryCube is that it's so easy to implement and understand. It's very configurable. It's almost like Excel. You could work through Excel, and most of our treasurers are used to using Excel. We reduce the friction to switch over from other TMSs. It is very intuitive when you navigate it, and our team takes care of all the project management of your implementation. If you talk to any treasurer, trust me, they would not want to go and implement another system after the pains that they've been through, whether it's coming to the eventual cost of the system or the timelines or just the difficulty of integrating with other systems. Well, we've solved for most of those pain points. We made it easy to work on, easy to integrate. We have our own internal job schedulers, which remove a lot of the burden off of mid-sized companies to implement the system. TreasuryCube is very well connected. We can connect to about 13,000 banks in 200 countries. We're ERP-agnostic. We can connect via APIs. We can connect via secure file transfer protocols. And one very important thing for us is that we want to support our customers when it comes to their needs in the times at the system. Either your jobs have failed or the connectivity of the bank has failed. And we've put all of that in our contracts. So when it comes to TreasuryCube, what you need to understand is that it's easy to implement. We reduce the friction when it comes to implementing. So now I'm going to show you a little bit more about what TreasuryCube is, right? Now, when you look at the dashboards, you have configurable dashboards, and you can make one or you can make 100 dashboards. We all build that for you. But as you can see, these dashboards are highly configurable. You can create them by audience, you can create them by role, you can create them for reporting purposes, or you can get the status of your bank jobs. Our cash position is very intuitive. You can identify the criteria, whether you want to take your opening balances from the bank or your book balances. You can easily drag and drop any filters that you want to use, whether it's the account number, whether it's the company, or whether it's a business unit. You run it, and you can get your simple cash position for the day. When it comes to your cash forecasts, it's the same way. You're using a 13-week rolling cash forecast. In this case, we've divided by currency. And the best thing about this is that it not only integrates with your ERP and can pull data from different manual sources or your data warehouse, but you can also drill down into the actual transactions of what constitutes each number. When it's receivables, what are the expected dates for those receivables? When it's a payable, what you're expecting to pay within the next few weeks. It makes it a very easy to use and intuitive platform when it comes to that. When it comes to payments, you can pick any payment. What you see here is that you can get your beneficiary details, and you can upload templates. You can upload 100 or 1,000 templates. That's all good. We do that for you, and we have you validated. You can implement controls on the workflows. We have custom built workflows wherein you can have up to 3 levels of approval for a payment or for amending your master data. When it comes to the query builder, we have a very intuitive query builder. You are able to create reports the way you want. You can clone reports. We give you a suite of reports. You can identify what fields you want. You can add fields. And the whole concept of having an integrated application allows you to select any criteria you want for a table or a report and test it right there. It's as simple as dragging and dropping. When it comes to the more complex things like loans and deposits, we give you the ability to create deals, track deals. These automatically appear into your forecasts. You can identify your interest events, your cash flows. We integrate with your ERP based on the entries that you're used to doing. And all of this is in one screen. Nothing is done at the back end. Take some more complex things like interest rate swaps or FX transactions or commodity hedges. You are able to create and track these deals. And the best thing about this, it's so configurable that we are very proud to say that we are able to quickly identify what needs to be put it in, get you to validate it, and get you moving. That is the power of TreasuryCube because it's very configurable. One of my favorite things here is that you can build custom tables as well, and you can bring in rate speeds from your preferred source. We also work with some vendors, but all in all, it's amalgamation of your bank data from your ERPs, data from your data warehouse, and everything is configured in a way that, or integrated in a way that it interconnects, and there is no need to do anything on the back end or hire an additional vendor for professional services out. We build all the reports for you, and we actually are pretty proud of the fact that we have a job scheduler, which is a big blessing for mid-sized companies, where we do the job scheduling and pull and push data to different upstream and downstream systems. So hopefully you liked what you saw. If you're interested or curious about how TreasuryCube can help you solve your cash and treasury management pain points, please get in touch. Just go to our website and request for a demo. Thank you so much.